we're gonna make bangers and mash. Oh yeah, bangers and mash in my Instant Pot in 12 minutes. It's gonna be so exciting. Hey everyone, welcome to Adventures in Everyday Cooking, where every day can be an adventure in your kitchen. My name is Heather, and today we're gonna do a get it together and go recipe in the Instant Pot called bangers and mash. Now, I am not super familiar with bangers and mash. I know there's sausages, I know there's potatoes, and I know there's a sauce. So we're just gonna jump right into this recipe and enjoy this process. So you ready for the adventure? Let's go. All right, and the first thing that we're gonna need for this bangers and mash is the mash, which is just potatoes. So I'm going to slice up into large chunks our potatoes, probably like 1 to 1.5 inch chunks, and we're gonna set them right into the bottom of the quick cooker. And you wanna make sure they're kind of all generally the same size because you want them all to cook at the same time. All right, once your potatoes are in here, we are gonna take that rack that I was talking about, and we are just going to stick it right down on top like that. Make sure it's nestled right down in there. I may have gotten a little bit too many potatoes, but it's okay. Now we're gonna add our cup of water, and now we're gonna use our ceramic pot. All right, now inside of my ceramic pot, I have all of my bangers, or sausages, whatever you wanna call them. And we're actually going to go ahead and use the cover. And this is the silicone cover that comes with it. It is so awesome. It has cool little vent holes. It will just prevent most of the moisture from getting inside the sausages. It's not gonna be a big deal if you don't have the cover, but I prefer to use the cover. That way it doesn't get all greasy and gross. So I'm gonna drop my little container right here into the cradle. Easy to lift them in and out whenever it's done, and that's it. That's all we're gonna do. So now we are going to go ahead and make sure our button is closed. So we have a button here, it's closed, and we're gonna set it on high pressure for 12 minutes. Custom time, 12 minutes and start. Now, if you are using an Instant Pot, just use your manual button and hit it to high pressure for 12 minutes. Now, once that's done, then everything is gonna come together really quickly. So I thought I would show you how to make the sauce because that's all I have to do now. All right, so here on my little burner, it's gonna get a little bit loud. This thing is not exactly the quietest thing ever. I'm gonna go ahead and get my pan started heating, and as soon as I see it starting to smoke a little, we'll start to add some stuff in. All right, so we're just gonna give this a quick little slice. I could use my Pepper Chuff simple slicer, but I already had my knife out. No need to dirty another thing, right? All right, let's go ahead and take 2 tablespoons of butter. Get that melted in there, real nice like. All right, we'll move that all around. Get the butter nice and going. And then we're gonna just throw in our onions. We're gonna wanna caramelize these until we start to receive some color. So caramelization is really just the process of softening those onions and kind of removing that bite. Woo, those are strong onions too. I'm gonna cry. In the meantime, I'm gonna take some of my carrots here. I'll use my crinkle cutter right here. And I'll just crinkle cut some carrots and get them in the quick cooker in the microwave. Think. Let's give that a stir. All right, we're looking good. See how we're getting some of that yummy bits on there? Perfect. Almost done. I can do it. I can get done before. It's a race. And now I'm gonna use my 3-quart micro cooker. Let's just give those onions a little stir. Ooh, we're almost there. We are gonna throw our carrots into the micro cooker. And I'm gonna put in about a cup of water. Then I'm going to replace the lid and get it in the microwave for 5 minutes. Then I'll check the doneness and go from there. All right, I think that this is ready for me. All right, our next step is to add some flour. Now I'm making mine gluten-free. You obviously can use any flour that you have on hand. but today we're doing gluten-free flour, and basically I'm just going to toast up that flour and get all of those just yumminess everywhere. All right, and now I'm gonna add 1 cup of beef broth. And we are just going to let this cook down into a nice little sauce. This is a good sauce to go on any type of a banger and mash. There are other recipes where you can add garlic, which are really good, and some other like browned bit pan drippings. But this is the best way. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off now. This is the best way to do this sauce because it is so freaking easy. It's done. It has come together in seconds. Now we're just waiting on that, and then dinner's done. All right, the timer has gone off. Everything is ready to go. Now we just have to mash our potatoes. So let's go ahead and release the pressure. There we go. Now we're gonna lift our lid, and then we are going to grab our bangers out of the top, set it up here. We'll leave that there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Instant Pot, and I am just going to drain out what remains of that water. All right, I'm gonna get it right back in there. All right, so now let's use the brand new masher from Pampered Chef, and we are just gonna mash it right inside here. I'm gonna go ahead and add my butter. This is about 1/2 cup of butter, no judgment here. All right, look at that. We are already coming together so beautifully. Dinner is just minutes away. All right, let's go ahead and hit it with some salt and pepper. And the carrots took about 10 minutes inside of the micro cooker in the microwave. So literally, dinner is now done. Look how easy. Now, if you wanted to make them even creamier potatoes, I did get out some 1/2 and 1/2. Maybe I'll add a little bit, but these are already so creamy because they're the royal gold potatoes. So I probably won't need very much. Look at how beautiful that is. I am so ready to eat. Ready? All right, let's check out these bangers. Look at that. They are fantastic. They look amazing. Because they were done in an Instant Pot, they're not gonna have that caramelized look to them. So if you really wanted to make a show, you could stick on your broiler for 2 seconds, put them under the broiler and char them up a little bit, but you don't really need to. They taste amazing just the way they are. Okay, let me grab a plate, and we are gonna scoop some of these mashed potatoes right on our beautiful plate here. If you have any parsley, now would be the time to get it out because it's gonna look so good. All right, and then we're gonna put some bangers on. Banger number 1, banger number 2, all ready to go right there. And now, I was a little overzealous when it came to the sauce. I made it way early, so now it's cold. So I think I'm gonna warm it up for a second, put a little more water in it, and see if I can get it to spread a little more easier. All right, and we're just gonna get a little bit of water in there to see if we can loosen it up just a tad. So let that be a lesson to you. Don't make your sauce until your pot is nearly done. All right, looks great. Looks nice and less like a congealed blob and more like sauce. All right, let's scoop this on. Oh my goodness, my stomach is growling like an idiot. I am so hungry right now. This looks amazing. Wow. Okay, let's sprinkle a little parsley. The parsley is just for looks. Actually, it gives it a fresh taste too. No biggie. Oh, this looks so good. I wish you could taste it. Wish you were here. Okay, ready for the close-up? Let's do a close-up. Look how beautiful that is. Time for the taste test. So I'm just gonna slice off an end of one of these sausages, get a little potato, get a little banger. little sauce, and hope I don't burn myself because it's really hot. Mm. Well, I'm not saying that's amazing, but that's amazing. Ooh. Oh man, so easy, so quick. Dinner's done in 12 minutes. Well, it was a little more over 12 minutes. Oh man, so good. I feel like the gravy could use just a little touch more salt. I don't know that there's any salt in it actually. So you could probably add some salt to that, but the recipe didn't call for salt, so I didn't put any in. But I'm gonna definitely put in salt next time. But right now, I'm happy as a clam. My potatoes are nice and soft and delicious. My banger is nice and cooked. My carrots, oh, let me show you. After 10 minutes in the micro cooker, perfectly cooked carrots, perfectly cooked. They have a little bit of a nip to them, but they're soft. They're so delightful. All right, you guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I do videos several times a week, and right now we're adventuring in all the places. So if you have any ideas of where you'd like to see me adventure next, leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Bye.